All right, guys. Well, here it is. Here's the truth of the matter. Does Mike Tyson hit really hard because of his trainer, or does Mike Tyson hit really hard because he's a naturally hard hitter? Well, I heard a track coach say it best once. He says, we can't make you fast. He's referring to coaches. We cannot make you fast. We can make you faster. That's it. That's what a trainer does. Okay? If you're a hard hitter, we can make you hit harder. I have never seen, and I've scoured the earth, and I've worked with the best trainers, and I've asked them this question. I've worked with so many world-class trainers, and I've often asked them the same questions. And this is one I ask quite often. I asked them, have you ever seen anybody that can take a regular puncher and make him a knockout puncher, like a one-shot knockout, touch of death puncher? And the answer is a no. Now, I'm not saying in the future somebody won't figure it out, and hopefully it's me. Maybe. But so far, I don't know of any man on earth or in history that took a regular Joe, a guy who had 5-10 fights, couldn't crack a walnut with his fist, and later turned them to be a McGregor touch of death, Mike Tyson touch of death type fighter. There are so many theories out there on how to punch. It is borderline absurd, ridiculous, psychotic. Everybody thinks that their theory, they're planting their foot in an angle, or they're punching in a way that it's such craziness, and there's no way to verify it per se. Now, I went to the UFC Performance Institute, and they have that thing where you hit it and it gives you the power range. And I've been in those things you put a few bucks in them and you hit the target and the power. And I've experimented with different mechanics. And yes, different mechanics and different theories produce more power. However, the significance is not, the difference is not that massive. I can't go from hitting with regular power to hitting like Mike Tyson. I can go from hitting with regular power to hitting really hard, or harder, I should say. But I can't get to that level of touch of death, etc. We just can't. There's nobody who knows how yet. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Now, if you guys find such a man, please let me know, because I'll fly down, I'll pay the guy, I'll work with the guy, I'll become his student. I will become his student, and I'll be a good student, believe me, and I will learn every single thing he has to teach me, and I will be the best student he's ever had. Okay. But so far, all the hard hitters were born that way. And listen, as a person who's trained thousands of people, I've held pads for countless people. I've never all the guys who were hard punchers in fights who knocked people out around, they were hard hitters on the mitts on day one. On day one. Now, they were not hitting like my pros, but I could feel the potential. I could say, well, this guy, man, if we tweak him here and there, the potential is there. And sometimes they have it in one limb only. Sometimes the guy's got like crazy right hand. His right hand is just ridiculous. His left hand, nothing special. His left knee, his left kick, nothing special. But some guys have one strike that's really, really hard. Like some guys, it's just their head kick. It's like, if he hits you with a head kick, he's a killer. And some guys have it in both hands. Like Tyson. Tyson had it in both hands. Some guys have it in, literally, it's their elbow. They just got, the right elbow is just like massively, like you hit him, you're holding mitts for the guy. Everything's, strong. And then that one move he does, it's like, wow, that's something like, you're just imagining being hit with that. That would be a problem. So, how do you make yourself hit harder? Well, that's a good question. Okay, so I can't tell you, I'm not trying to tell you I can make you hit touch your death level. Okay, I think that's a gift. You're born with it. How do you hit it harder? Well, in my opinion, first is the technique. You got to really have good technique. You gotta, you gotta drill it. You gotta drill the strikes. You gotta drill them properly. You gotta try to get the most leverage out of your body as possible. After that, a good a way to add more power, more explosiveness, more speed is plyometrics. Now, plyometrics, you can cripple yourself, okay, if you do plyometrics wrong. I'm not going to talk about how to do plyometrics now correctly because I couldn't demonstrate it to you verbally, okay, obviously. So get the book Supple Leopard. He talks about how to keep good form. Form is paramount If your form is off, you will cripple yourself using plyometrics. Be intelligent, okay? All right, hopefully I thoroughly answered that question. I know that's a popular question. Every time I get asked, I'll take it a different direction, okay? Maybe sometimes I'll skip, obviously, many times I will skip over it, but we're going to talk about power forever on this channel. Why? Because I haven't told you everything about power. I don't know everything about power, and I'm learning more about power all the time, and we're going to always talk about new ways to look at power.